Hello YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to everything that's going on. And as you could tell by the title, this is my over a year update on the Reiff F6. So obviously, if you didn't watch my initial ones, you know, talking about this is in CPM 3V 6-inch knife. As you could see, I have used, abused. Knife is dirtier than dirty. I mean, you could see all that. I mean, I even have a chip right there, which, see the chip? That was from when I was actually had some vines growing in my backyard, and I used this to cut them down, and when I was cutting it down, I hit a metal fence. So it's a hard use knife, you know. I have kept up on trying to make sure the spine is sharp for 90 degrees for steel striking. All I do for that, which I don't have anything right around me at this second, I just take one of my stones and I just lightly go over the top. I have cleaned this off. As you could tell, this is not how they originally come, obviously because this is over a year old. But I have used Scotch-Brite on this, steel wool, other things to clean it up, because I did get some you know, patinaing on it because it's 3V. It's not 100% stainless. It does have some stain resistance, but it's not stainless. Originally, these came with a convex secondary bevel. If you don't know what that is, basically, I got a little piece of paper right here. So most knives, if you're new to knives, then this is information for you. If you're not new to knives, then this might be a little bit boring for about 2 seconds. So when you have a knife, you have what they call the main grind. So this is so basically it's flat right here, and then it comes in at basically an angle. So how this knife works is it's flat right here, then it comes in like this, and then right here they have a secondary edge bevel. That is where this bevel actually is. So with the convex, so in this area, which we will blow up right here, so the knife comes to a point like this, and then each of this, the bevel, the secondary bevel, actually curves. So there is a curve to it. So a lot of your standard V-knife edges, so I don't know if you could see that, there is a curve. So with your standard V-knife edge, so we'll do the same thing where I'll draw it this way. With your standard V-knife edge, it is straight and straight, creating a nice, a nice apex where this curves. So why do I say this? Well, it originally came with the convex edge. I wasn't sure how I felt about it, so I went and tried a V edge on it, and I didn't care for the V edge as much, so I went back to a convex edge. And believe it or not, I have only been stropping this knife and not actually I've been just stropping this knife basically, except for that ding. This is basically, I sharpened it last year. And this is 3V, and 3V is not supposed to be the most, you know, edge retention steel out there. And I actually, just today, was batoning through fire. I was cutting down, you know, during, what's it called? During the fall, I was cleaning up my yard. I was cutting down vines. I hit I mean, you could see I hit a thing, which actually I'm gonna sharpen this knife after this video, because I wanted to show that, you know, I'm not just, you know, I know some of my knives look pretty good, I do, but you know, in my opinion, knives have different purposes. This knife is meant for beating and it's meant for doing stuff, whereas say something like this, you know, where it looks very clean, because this is meant for slicing. I just slice through stuff. You know, it's not like I need it for batoning through wood. Use the tool for the job. That's what I was always told and always understood. Use the tool for the job. Anyways, not the point. So I might actually try a more just stopping at like a 600 grit. This went to a full polish, but as you can see, it's not really a polish anymore because of how much I used it. But I am gonna sharpen it up after this video. I'm gonna keep the convex edge. I'm gonna probably stop around the 600. Obviously, I got my brass bear, which I had before. Still have the G10 handles. Now, I have not had to tighten these at all. I hold it back here for chopping. I hold it up here for fine finesse working. I use this handle a lot, and it is just, even though it's G10, it's great. I was a little unsure about the G10. I was concerned that it might not be as rigid or as grippy as I wanted. So between the grip and rigidness, I didn't want it to break on me. But this knife has just held up strong and has been absolutely amazing. Now, a lot of people, they look up this knife, they see the price. Obviously, they have gone up and down, or they've gone up in cost a little bit. Everything's gone up in cost a little bit. But this knife, I mean, for owning it, like I said, over a year now, sharpening it basically twice. I think I've only sharpened it. I mean, I've sharpened it a few times, obviously, but I basically sharpened it twice, and it just keeps coming back with no issues. Is this where it is? Here it is, yes. So what I do is I actually use my KME, and KME sells these convex knife sharpener things, knife sharpening rods. So as you can tell, see how it sits right there? It's sitting off. It's kind of hard to tell, but you can see next to a Sharpie, a big Sharpie, it obviously has a bend to it. Now, for rabbling's sake and time's sake, my opinion is on buying a knife like this is you're buying an investment knife. You are buying something that is going to last you. And, I think it's important to really understand and appreciate that, I've taken this camping, I've taken this out and about, I've taken this to work, I've taken it to just around the house, I've done all brush work with it, I've done tons of different things with it, and I've had no issue with the knife. As you could tell, it sliced through that magazine paper like nothing, even with the chip up here and, probably some micro issues going on here, because it is not perfect by any means. I mean, if you look at the edge, I don't know if that will focus. I mean, the edge in no way is not perfect, and that's because I've been using it. I've been cutting through stuff, so that's why I want to sharpen it today. But before I want to sharpen it today, I wanted to give the year update and tell you that I still love this knife. If I have the chance, obviously not right now, I would love to get either the 3-inch version or the 4-inch version maybe, but I'd love to get the 3-inch version. I think they're starting making them in Magna Cut. Don't quote me, but if they made it a 3-inch and a Magna Cut, that would be awesome, because I was recently trying to do some whittling and carving, and this, if I wanted to remove some like heavy wood and heavy amount of mass on the log that I was whittling, this great. But when it came to obviously all the fine intricate stuff, that's where this knife, the Mora, came out and did all the really fine tuning, fine working, whittling stuff. Because I have found that when it comes to really, really, really nitty gritty stuff, like and I'm talking like, I was trying to make a spoon. You know what I mean? So when you try to make a spoon, you got all those little corners, got all those little things, and I was finding the 6-inch to have those limitations in that area, but it wasn't like it was not doable. It was just when you're up here and you're trying to carve out the bowl, yeah, it was a little hard. But I'm telling you, these Reiff knives are worth it. The lifetime warranty, you can transfer the warranty. They basically full USA made knife. I mean, it is, they're, in my opinion, they're still worth it, especially for a great quality fixed blade in 3V with that thick of steel. And it is just, you know, I'm going to sharpen up the spine a little bit, take off these little nicks that I have. I'm going to sharpen up the edge. And yeah, well, take care, guys. Enjoy, stay safe, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how you feel about the Reiffs. I know a lot of people have definitely told me their opinions on the last videos, but you know, Reiff was a new company when I first got the knife, and now they've been out for a little while now, and I wanted to give an update on how their basically how their legacy is going, how their products are working after years and years. I mean, the blade is, I mean, besides me, you know, basically not maintaining it 100%, and it's going great. I love this knife. Take care, guys. Bye.